Are Tiffany and Ronnie still together from 90 Day Fiancé? Yeah, Tiffany and Ronnie from 90 Day Fiancé really are still together, and honestly, watching their journey is a little like seeing your Facebook friend finally post photos of the boyfriend she's been quietly dating for ages, except all of America's in the comments. Just a few days ago, Tiffany posted a selfie with Ronnie at Brewer's Alley, if you're picturing a cute, slightly awkward smile and a caption in Spanglish bingo. She wrote, "Mi grangito at Ronnie it," and the avalanche of comments basically confirmed it. She and Ronnie are still a thing. The whole saga feels surprisingly down-to-earth for reality TV. If you don't know Tiffany Franco, her story is kind of classic 90-day material. Messy, honest, a little unpredictable, and somehow still relatable. She first popped up on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, in 2019. Back then, her whole plot revolved around her whirlwind romance with Ronald Smith, her South African fiancé, known for both a big heart and big drama, thanks to his struggles with gambling. There were sky-high hopes, a move to South Africa with her young son, Daniel, a baby named Carly, and eventually, a series of "we're trying but it's just not working" reality checks. Anyone who's ever tried to make long-distance work, or just tried to make life work in chaos, knows the exhaustion of hoping things will turn around. As for Ronnie, he's not a 90-day veteran with a dramatic backstory. Instead, he's a former relationship from Tiffany's past, a guy she described, with a sort of relieved smile, as having everything I want, and I don't have to sacrifice not one of the things that I'm looking for. Which, if you've watched enough of these shows, kind of hits you square in the chest. The way she told it on the recent Tell-All, her mom was poking her to reach out to Ronnie, and one day, he just showed up at her door. Genuine rom-com stuff. Forget editing magic or wild plot twists, this bit was just sweet, and maybe a little bit healing. So, are they still together? Yes, and not just for a storyline, they genuinely seem happy. Whether you're a reality TV diehard or just rooting for someone to get a little bit of peace after years in the public eye, there's something nice about seeing Tiffany and Ronnie get to quietly exist together outside the chaos. At least until some wild new rumor spins the internet into a frenzy again. Tags. Who is Tiffany dating from 90 Day Fiancé? Tiffany and Ronnie hunt for love. Tiffany new boyfriend Ronnie. Tiffany 90 Day Fiancé. Tiffany and Ronnie. Tiffany Franco and Ronnie. Tiffany from 90 Day Fiancé. Tiffany Franco new boyfriend. Tiffany 90 Day Fiancé new boyfriend. Tiffany and Ronald 90 Day Fiancé. Tiffany Franco actually got a hysterectomy 4.5 months ago, which I was very private about, but like it's going to come out eventually, Loren explained. We were actually going to go for a fourth child. I couldn't carry anymore. When I had Ari, she almost killed us. She started to rupture my uterus, so when we got the neonatologist, and Ari was out of me 35 minutes later. Doctors told Loren that if she had waited even 5 more minutes, the outcome could have been devastating. I started to bleed out, and Ari would have drowned. They could have saved her, but for me. So, it's still a trauma thing that I haven't had time to really process. Strong through it all, Loren says her husband has been her rock. Alexei, she insists, is not just her partner in marriage, but also a role model for their 3 young children. Alex really is the best dad ever. He is so good with them. I genuinely couldn't have asked for a better partner. As a husband, as a friend, and as a dad, she said. I'm so in love with him still. But when it comes to how to be a role model for my kids, I think for us it really stems between us as a couple. I think for them to see a loving, stable environment that will help mold them. What's next for the Brovarniks? With their family complete and Loren focusing on her health and healing, the Brovarniks appear to be entering a new chapter, one rooted in stability, love, and resilience. For fans who've followed their journey since the very beginning, it's clear, Loren and Alexei remain one of the franchise's true success stories. 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Airs Sundays at August 7th. See on TLC. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Loren Brovarnik right now. Come back here often for all Loren Brovarnik spoilers, news, and